Good morning. Today is September Volunteer Day, and Erin is driving me up the hill to Mount Bachelor, where I have found a volunteer day called the Play Forever program. And it seems like from their website that Mount Bachelor is very environmentally friendly and has a lot of initiatives. And one of them is Mountain Cleanup Day. I have no idea what I'm doing. I feel like it's going to have something to do with picking up lost mittens and gloves from the snow melt from all the skiing and snowboarding last year that sort of didn't happen, thanks COVID. But we'll see. So maybe there's going to be like scavenger hunt trash pickup. Like you gotta find a mitten, you gotta find some sunglasses, and if you find a scarf, collect the whole set, you win a prize. No? I think it's a great idea. I'm gonna suggest it.
So the mountains were calling and I had to go. Come follow along and see what happens as I spent a day up in the mountains, helping to give them some much needed love on litter pickup day. And stay tuned to find out what kinds of cool and interesting things were found.
I just found a car.
You did? You found a car.
Yeah.
Congrats. Big winner.
Exciting. Okay.
We're Erin and Carly, desk monkeys by day, outdoor junkies, and in the in-between. In a previous life, Erin served in the military, and I spent 14 years in public education as a high school counselor. But these days, we're busy making tracks and following life's trails to live more fully and intentionally. Follow along and adventure with Affinity Forest as we explore the outdoors, give back to our communities, and learn that life truly is better when you're off the grid. On this episode of Adventures with Erin and Carly, Volunteer Day.
So, I'll be right. Oh, it's hard in the car. There. Do you see the lodge? See you up there. Hello from the top of the mountain.
Okay, but before we get to that, there was some work to be done at the bottom of the hill. Erin dropped me off with my road bike as he headed off back to work. It was a last-minute plan on my part to ride all the way home from the ski hill at the end of the day. Over coffee earlier that morning, Google Maps informed me gleefully it would be a total of 21 miles with an estimated riding time of an hour and a half, all mostly sweet downhill from 6,400 feet at the lodge to 3,600 feet at my front door. A total loss of 2,953 feet in elevation to be exact, and with only a measly 256 feet of climbing. On my sweet two wheels. Could this day get any cooler? Though I felt a teeny bit awkward riding my skinny tire road bike through the jammed parking lot that morning with all those beefy mountain bikes. Toting my full-faced helmet, which I brought to wear on the busy highway ride home, I think a few of the mountain bikers actually thought I was planning to ride the mountain on my skinny tires. Shrugging that awkwardness off, I approached the volunteer registration table and received my instructions and assignment for the day from Matt.
Hey, babe.
So that's for you. And then we've got a couple different route options.
The dirtiest locations are definitely around the parking lot areas. So these are two on hill and these are two parking lot areas. So this one just kind of goes around this main base area, and then this one goes out to Skyliner, over to Sunrise, and then comes back. Each of these spots is a drop-off location. There's extra bags and everything's staged. So you've got gloves, extra bags, hand sanitizer. So I'll give you one here to start, and then if you want to drop your bag because it's getting heavy, you could just tie it up and you put it in the middle of that corral. Okay. You see? Yep. Just make sure it's tied so all your hard work doesn't go to waste. And the wind takes all the garbage out of it. Okay. Skyliner parking lot's one of the dirtier ones.
So this section would be good?
Yeah, that section there. So it just depends on if you want to hike and concentrate on the parking lot, or if you want to take the lift and kind of have a nice hike before you really start getting into the nitty-gritty.
Okay. Okay, I gotta decide which one is the most needed, you said?
Definitely the parking lot areas are the most needed, just between the snow removal and just the massive amounts of accumulation of snow. You know, people shove their beer can in the snow hill and then they forget about it. Then this truck comes through and blasts it into the woods. So those definitely, and they see a lot less attention because everyone kind of is incentivized by that lift ticket and going up to see the sights. But you're more than welcome to do your sightseeing after you do the parking lot cleanups.
You just come back and we'll give you another ticket.
Yeah, we can give you more tickets.
That's my plan. Okay, I just got a bunch of directions on where to find my route. But I gotta be honest, it's a little confusing. Let's see if I can find my way around here. It's a beautiful day. Closing day on Mount Bachelor. It's never like this. Everyone's getting their fun card stamped one final time. All right, it's a beautiful last day on the mountain here for all of the zip liners and the bikers, and here I am, got my gloves on, my trash picker, and my trash bag. We're gonna go find, apparently, all of the things like beer cans that folks leave in the snow and then they forget about, and then the snow blower comes and picks it up and spits it out into the woods, and other kind of debris that gets washed and flushed down into the crevices. So, I'm on my assignment, finding my location. Here's hoping I don't get lost out here. It's very big.
And so, armed with my trash picker, trash bag, gloves, and a can-do attitude, I set about my day. I discovered where that pesky other sock disappears to from the age-old washing machine mystery. On top of the ski hill, of course. That's brown. A little shout out to Eugene Ninkasi. Now what is that? It's about almost 12 o'clock, and so a couple hours done, halfway point, and it's just a gorgeous day. And there's something I was thinking super oddly satisfying about picking up trash. I do not know why that is. I've never gone geocaching, but I imagine, maybe it's something similar to that. So I was just kind of going down off the road, and the trash goes down, they said, because the snow blowers will pick up the beer cans and whatnot that are left behind in the snow and shoot them off into the snow blowers will shoot them off into the forest. And so it's just, I would find a can, and then another can, and then a beer lid, and then a coffee mug, and it just kept going, and I had to keep telling myself to stay on the road because it was pretty, it's pretty quiet out here, and I'm alone today, so yeah, it's pretty good. So now I'm at the Sunrise Lodge, and now I'm going to go back to the other lodge and hike my way back and fill up another bag. There are some other volunteers coming down from the mountain. Yay! I've been circling this parking lot all alone for the last 45 minutes, picking up a lot of hand warmers. So hold on to your hand warmers, folks, when you're in the parking lot. But these guys must have taken the lift up. They're just coming down. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Yay! So I'm not alone. I'm gonna go chat with them in a little bit. For now, this section. Lots of snack wrappers and coffee lids and beer cans are calling my name. Let's do this.
canoes were full of dirt.
Yeah. Cans.
Cans.
Yeah. Beer bottle tops.
So nothing interesting.
Nothing
Not really.
interesting.
That
No.
was my big find.
Yeah, that's pretty significant. It looks like it's in good condition. But
Yeah, for a newer Subaru.
yeah.
Subaru car key.
I just found a car.
You did? You found a car.
Yeah.
Congrats. Big winner.
Exciting. Okay. Just one bag, maybe.
On trash pickup days, the question always is, did you find anything good? And the guys and gals back there, we all circled up and shared our treasures. Someone found an iPhone, black, so that's an extra special find. It's hard to see black out here. Someone found that Subaru car key. Alright, so I've turned around and I'm walking back and filling my third bag of the day. And it's just been great. I'm gonna head back and drop off this third bag, and then I think I'm gonna see about taking that free lift up and down to the top. See what kind of views I can get as my reward. And have some lunch, because I've worked up an appetite. I'll catch you guys back at the lodge. Quick pit stop for that shiny beer can. Here we go. Worth it! Red Bull! Gives you wings! Yeah! Yes!
I hiked my third bag full of cans, bottles, car parts, and pet toys, topped with a single empty can of Red Bull, back to the registration table at the first lodge. I enjoyed a quick chat with Madigan, who had checked me in earlier that morning. While returning my trash picker and cinching up my last bag for the drop, he answered some of my inquisitive questions about the cleanup program and other green initiatives the resort was undertaking. He went on to explain that the Play Forever Mountain Cleanup Day is in partnership with Powdr. And I learned that Powdr is the larger company behind a collection of ski resorts, including Mount Bachelor, as well as Copper Mountain in Colorado, Woodward in Park City, Utah, and Boreal in California, to name a few. Turns out Powdr is more than just a collection of ski resorts. They're also quite committed to the responsibility of protecting the environment. And rightfully so. As with anything, without a sustainable long-term game plan, there can only be so much skiing, or anything for that matter. My quick internet research on Powdr's website tells me that essentially they want to enable participation by being an enduring business that inspires the adventure lifestyle for generations. After a while, Matt reminded me of my treat for the day, a free lift ride to the top of the mountain. And so, thanking him for everything, I headed on my way to the lift, armed with this newfound information, my appetite, and my lunch. I enjoyed the breathtaking views while I reflected on the day's efforts and everything I had just learned from Matt. The things Matt had shared about Mount Bachelor's parent company, Powdr, had inspired me to do a little research and dig a little deeper on the green initiatives he had briefly described to me that day. Some projects of note include installing high-altitude, high-impact solar, where 715 solar panels are used to produce 65% of the energy in the base facilities at Woodward, Tahoe. Utilizing hydro innovation to use recycled water for snowmaking machines at Soda Springs, the first ski area in California and only the second in the United States to do so. And my favorite, using cow power at their ski resort in Vermont, powering their gondola and lodge 100% by energy generated solely through manure from their local dairy farms. I'm just gonna call this cow pow. There are many more initiatives spearheaded by Powdr, including the Play Forever events, which is exactly where I found myself at this very volunteer event.
Look at all those mountain bikers, just the whole line. It's like, they said, it's like Whistler.
Catch you at the top.
The top of the mountain.
I learned that at Mount Bachelor, there is a partnership between the Forest Service and Powdr to potentially use the felled trees and the bushy piles of limbs from a forest cleanup in our area as a potential energy source for the resort.
Come this way more so we don't get the table. Yeah.
Got the right guy taking pictures here.
Oh, God, you for lunch?
Well, that's a wrap on Play Forever Mountain Cleanup Day at Mount Bachelor. As I walk under the ski lift, I just think how great it is a different way to spend a day somewhere that you really enjoy. I really enjoyed starting out the morning, hiking down this road alone, spending some time in solitude, picking up trash. And then I super love the second half of the day where I met up with some other volunteers that were coming down the mountain and chatting with them and being surrounded with them as we kind of dipped into areas off-road where a lot of the trash accumulates. And it's kind of like mushroom hunting, sort of. Post-event stats. According to the Mount Bachelor Facebook page, over the course of the 2-day mountain cleanup event, 1,000 pounds of trash was removed by over 200 volunteers. And that in addition to the hand warmers and candy bar wrappers typically found, this year's bounty also included an iPhone, snowboard, and an unopened beer from the 1970s.
Alright, let me look and see what my calendar is.
The Play Forever mission statement. Committed to protecting the environment while inspiring participation and adventure. Want to help? Please consider getting involved. Mount Bachelor, in conjunction with Powdr, provides many great opportunities to volunteer your time, to contribute to their programs, and become involved. For more information on many of the ways that you can volunteer and information on their other projects, please visit the links in the description below. We hope you enjoyed this episode as I spent some time at the Play Forever Mountain Cleanup Day. If you want more, click the link in the description below to read the complete write-up of this day at my blog. Don't forget to check out the link of the recipe I followed for the zucchini blueberry muffins. See you on the next one, and until then, happy trails, friends. And remember, life is better when you're off-grid and helping others.
Fierce mountain dog. I'm gonna name him Snowy. And his owner's up on the hill coming down. For a second there, I thought it was the abominable snowman. Whew, that's a close call. Woo, see? See? Woo! There he is. South Sister. What do you think, honey? You want to walk to the top? Let's do it.
Stay tuned for a future Adventure with Affinity Forest episode and follow along as we walk to the top of the third tallest mountain peak in Oregon with a fantastic group of friends. 10,363 feet.